very different expectations for this event. And I was so wrong. Yay! Hello, we out here. It is 9:40. I still have like 20 minutes left for setup, which is like unheard of. That's not standard Kelsey. But we're all set up. I think I might go around and shop a little bit. We'll see. We are here in Benicia City Park for Lumpia Fest, which is one of Harajuku Marketplace's themed events. They meet monthly and they name it something else. And so this month it's called Lumpia Fest. So in honor of the Filipino theme, I've got some Filipino things going on. Let me show you. First, we've got the booth. We've got the booth neighbor. Hi, friend. And then heading over here, most things are standard except for this corner. Since it is Lumpia Fest, I decided to have like a special Filipiniana deal. So we've got the poster set out. I normally display her, but today I have the Filipiniana poster. I've got the Filipiniana postcards and some stickers down here. And you can get 2 postcards, 3 stickers, and a poster for $30, which is normally a $40 deal. But that is all the Filipiniana things going on. So special only for this event and maybe any other Filipino themed events I do in the future. Otherwise, everything is pretty much the same. I did forget something. What did I forget? Oh, I forgot this shirt. I forgot my Lotus shirt. So that's a bummer, but I mean, being super honest, I'm not really expecting a lot out of this event. I'll go into more detail about that later, but we have a special guest star. What's your name?
Danny.
Where are you from, Danny?
Utah.
Danny of Utah. Thanks for joining us today. Show me your actually click it.
It's so satisfying.
ASMR. It's so cute. You're making me want to buy one. Hey, Lori. The event has officially started. It's about 10-ish. Being super transparent, I'm not expecting a ton from this event. I had a credit left over from November and it rolled over to any future events I wanted to apply it to in Benicia. So this is me using that credit, and I thought, it being a Filipino themed event, I thought it might work out. But yeah, we'll be here till 5. Today is about the vibes. Today is about hanging out with friends and family and eating food and hopefully making some profit along the way. I'm like regretting not bringing my iPad to work on stuff. I have a feeling today is going to be really slow. We're off to a pretty slow start, but we'll see. Hello. Other unrelated news. I got a new lip color. It's like a lip pudding. Dip your finger in there and put it on. I like her. She's cute. It's really good for the like popsicle lip look that I like. It's very matte though, which I'm still deciding if I like or not. But this is how slow it is right now that I'm talking about my lip color. time. So the business in front of me, they're doing great. We bought food from them. The food was good, but their line was blocking off the entrance to my booth completely, part of Lori's and even part of Cayenne's. So I talked to the organizer. She said to approach them first. If they didn't do anything, then I could get her again. So I very nicely go to them and I'm like, congrats on your long line, but unfortunately it's blocking my entrance. And they're like, I don't know what I could do about it. Hi. Oh my gosh, hi. I'm vlogging right now, sorry. So continuation of my story. She looks at me and she's like, well, ma'am, there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, of course. Okay, sorry. I keep getting interrupted by customers. This event is busier than I thought it was going to be. Like, I asked them to move the line. They were really rude. And they're like, there's nothing I can do about it. And I was like, yes, there is. There's something you can do about it. And so one of the other ladies was like, I'll do something about it. But before they even did anything, Lori, my hero, Lori, I love you. Lori told the customers to move. So we figured it out. But still, I'm like, they're so rude. Don't be so rude. Just, even if you're lying, just be like, yeah, okay. Anyways, the end. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Look, we got everyone here. Squad. 707. She's like, no, I'm good. So how you doing?
Amazing. I'm just hot. I'm just really hot.
It is really hot.
Really hot. And I'm wearing black.
But we were literally like, we just want to make table, and then, and now it's like a grief.
I know. We said we want to make table, and then I don't know what happened. A rush of people came.
Filipino, that's what happened.
Yes, and then it helped. I think we were by the food too.
Oh yeah, we got lucky with placement. Thank you, Lori.
You're welcome. And then the food line helps because they literally were not really blocking our booths, but blocking our booths. But it was good.
Yeah, once they stopped like completely blocking off the entrance and just gave like 1 foot for walking or walking space, it was great.
It was great.
So
and we still got 2.5 hours left.
I know. And like every time I try to vlog, like people come in. So I'm like, that's a great problem.
That's a great problem.
Like there are people shopping right now and we're still talking.
Yes, people are willing to open their wallets today. So we are very grateful. And
Filipino!
We appreciate you.
Thank you, Motherland. We love you.
And she has some customers now. So
okay, we gotta go.
Bye.
So IRL, DJs are great, but when it comes to vlogging, they are such a freaking pain. I had to go back and speak over this clip because it was just, the sound was not there. But basically, I'm talking about my best sellers. You can see mystery bags. I only had 2 left. I made at least 10, and it was only about like 2 or 3 at this point. And then I'm also talking about how the Filipino merch was selling well, but per usual, my best sellers are my apparel. Despite the fact that I didn't have any Filipino themed apparel, it was still really popular at this event. And I was really excited and genuinely not expecting the success that I had. So thank you to everyone who supported and showed up. It was a really great single day.
Check-in. We're an hour until it's over. It's 4 o'clock. I am off center because that is where the sun is, and I am, can you tell? I'm like sweating already. It's so freaking hot. We did really good, so I'm content to just like pack up and leave now, but we're not supposed to leave early, so I guess I'll just sweat it out for another hour. But overall, I'm pretty happy with what happened today. Definitely not what I was expecting. I hope that music isn't too loud. We'll see. But I did good enough to reward myself with some sticker sheets from Cayenne that I've been wanting for a long time. Despite how successful today has been, the first hour was really slow. I didn't get any sales that first hour. I guess everyone just wanted to wait till later. But this last hour has also been slow. So I've been working on something for SAC Anime, which by the way, I did get into SAC Anime Summer. So I'll see you guys there in August and September. Super excited. But I'm part of a stamp rally with like a ton of amazing friends of mine. I'm super excited and I want to share you guys what I'm working on right now. So obviously she will be converted to digital, but we're doing an original character and ice cream theme. So I drew Shizuka eating some ice cream, holding her mask because she needs to take it off to eat. But all the other artists draw a little bit more chibi, kawaii kind of stuff. So I did change her style a bit to suit it. And I'm actually really proud of myself because I suck at traditional. So I'm proud of myself for doing this with a pen and paper and not undoing anything. But yeah, I'm going to convert this to digital and you guys will be able to win her as a keychain at SAC Anime Summer. I will be part of the stamp rally with like a bunch of amazing friends of mine. I'm so excited. So if you are there and you participate in our stamp rally, you will win 6 keychains, each based off of our original characters. Anyways, if I see you at SAC Anime Summer, I hope you participate. Okay, like being for real though, it's too hot. I'm ready to go.
I'm so upset with myself because I just remembered before filming this that I have these earrings from Lori. These would have been perfect for the event. I'm so angry, but I'm wearing them now, so. Aren't they so cute? So let's talk Lumpia Fest. My first ever Filipino themed event, actually, which, quick background on me. I know my last name is Japanese. I know my husband's Japanese. I know I sell a lot of Japanese art. I'm actually Filipino. My parents were both born and raised in the Philippines. They spent some time in Guam before they found themselves in the States. My dad joined the military. We spent some time in Japan too, which is actually where my love for Japanese culture started. I am through and through American girl. I've never even been to the Philippines. I feel really bad about that. But eventually I'd love to go one day. That being said, I love my people, I love my culture, so I've always wanted to sell at a Filipino event. I just never knew how I would do. I only recently started adding some Filipino merch, so like really just a year ago, and I've been slowly adding on more, so I finally felt like I had enough merchandise to sell at an event like this and not feel like what's she doing here? And I am so happy to say that it was so successful. It was a really good single day event, which, if you recall from the beginning of this vlog, I was not expecting that, to be honest. Let's do some background history now on Harajuku Marketplace. So they started just under a year ago, and when the event organization first started, it was super successful. The first 2 events were very popular, very well received. Sales were like crazy. So, you know, of course, being a vendor, I see that and I immediately sign up for like 2 or 3 different shows. One of those events had to be canceled due to weather. And then the next 2 that I did, they were just okay. Like it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was a waste of my time or my energy or anything. It just wasn't enough to tempt me to come back. Now, keep in mind, these events also were in winter, which is like not the best time for outdoor events. An event in November that I booked, it got canceled due to weather. So I got a rollover credit for future events and I wanted to be really smart about it. I didn't want to just book an event just to get it over with. I wanted to wait until there was an event where I was like, I think I could do well at that. Then they announced Lumpia Fest back in, I want to say like May, maybe early May. And I was like, done. I think the Filipino community will show up for this and I think it'll be at least a little bit worthwhile. And I was so right, actually even more right than I thought I would be. And I know this because I'm Filipino. Filipinos have a crazy amount of like national pride. Like if you slap an arao on something, you slap the Filipino flag on something, you slap the word Filipino or lumpia on something, we show up. We're there. Do you remember the Manny Pacquiao era? Like if you were around for that time, you know how crazy proud we are about being Filipino. And so I knew as soon as they put lumpia on this event, I was like, people are going to show up. I knew there's going to be a good crowd. I didn't know how I was going to sell. And that first hour, I was like so sure that this was going to be a bad event for me because I don't know why, but that first hour, like no one showed up. Lori was getting like really good business and I literally had 0 sales that first hour. So I was like, oh my gosh, this event is going to be so bad for me. And I just checked out as soon as 11 o'clock hit. I was busy from like 11 to 3, like nonstop. I barely had time to eat. Just, it was a very, very busy event. I saw tons of friends I haven't seen in a long time, like people from a church I grew up at. It's so funny because like, again, you slap Filipino on something, we're all gonna show up. So of course all my Filipino friends show up, but it was a really great turnout. My Filipiniana merch sold really well. I didn't sell as many bundles as I thought I would, but I think offering that was enough to interest people. I sold lots of stickers, lots of postcards, and surprisingly, tons of apparel, which I don't have any Filipino themed apparel yet, but Filipino community is still super interested in the clothes that I sell. And I swear almost every single customer who bought apparel from me asked about Filipino apparel. And If you know anything about my apparel history, I actually even got into this just because I had so many people ask me. So I have a lot of faith in my customers. When they request something a certain amount of times, I'm typically going to start making it. So I'm at that point where I'm really genuinely, seriously considering it. That being said, I don't think any of the designs I have currently would suit apparel. I'll have them around here. But because I've had so much demand for it, I'm like, I've gotta provide somehow, right? I would love to see this merch be made too. So what I'm thinking is I'm just gonna go back to my iPad and I'm gonna see what I can come up with, something that I feel like is more gender neutral. I do feel like my brand, what I'm striving for is gender neutral. I want anyone to look at my stuff and like it and feel like they could wear it, no matter what they are, you know? And that's also my personal aesthetic. Like, I do tend to dress very feminine, but I also love like oversized t-shirts and like baggy pants. I love shopping in the men's section and the little boys section. So it's just something personally that I really like, and that's the reason why I bring that to my brand. And it's something I want to continue with. So based off of that, you won't see any of my current Filipino themed designs on apparel, but I am hoping to come up with something in the future. So for all my fellow Filipinos out there, just be patient. I'll come up with something soon, I promise. Now back to talking about the event. I might be selling Filipino merch, and my friend Lori has a very Filipino themed based business, but even my friends who didn't sell Filipino merch still did good to great sales. So I think overall it was just a good event. I also think it being summer is just part of the reason why this event was more successful than others. Summer is just the time of the year where people want to go out and they want to go shopping. Because Harajuku Marketplace meets monthly, they do have a different theme every month. So if you are interested in selling at this event, I would say keep an eye out for a theme that you feel like lines up well with you, and then proceed with caution. Because like I said, every monthly event varies wildly. So just because this one was great doesn't mean that the next one will be. Also, prices have gone up since I applied to this event. So like I mentioned, this was a rollover credit. I paid about $145 for this booth, which was definitely worth it. Honestly, even at the new price of I believe it's about $200, if not a little less than that, I still would have paid that for this particular event. But again, every month is different, so just keep an eye out for a theme that you feel like suits you, and then proceed with caution. Overall, Lumpia Fest was a very successful single day event. I'm very happy with the turnout, and it was just a good time. Oh, and also the food was great. Of course it was, because it's Filipino street food. You can't top that. We got lumpia. Like, of course it's good. Now I have a very serious question for my viewers. Have you ever tried Filipino food? If you have, please tell me your favorites and we'll talk about it in the comments below. If you have not, even more so, you need to comment below and we will tell you what you need to try out. My next event is another Islander themed event. We're gonna be in Elk Grove for Aloha Saturday. Just like with Lumpia Fest, I don't have a whole ton of Hawaiian themed merch, although I do have some very special stickers actually arriving, I think tomorrow. So maybe you'll get a sneak peek at those in the next vlog. Make sure to watch to check out to see how we did and to see that special Hawaiian merch that I have for this event. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps me out. We are getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers, which is like a huge landmark on YouTube. So help a girl out, hit that subscribe. If you are not subscribed, hit that like button. If you want to see more things related to me and my art, make sure to check out the description box below for all my links, including where you can shop with me online, in person, and all my social media. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. We're going to Aloha Saturday in Elk Grove. Bye! My earrings are so pretty. I feel so pretty in my earrings. Go check out Lori's business. Also though, like, I didn't do this intentionally, but my hair was already wavy from braids that I had before. I feel so Islander! So pretty, so ganda.